Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I, Mr. Yogesh, Faculty of Mathematics, and I am here to put excitement back into the education. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about problems based on finding the domain and range of the function. So within it we have the first problem is of the form find domain and range. Find domain and range of the function f of x to be equals to root of 25 minus x square. So we should denote now the function y equals to f of x be the root of 25 minus x square. So that implies squaring on both sides we might get y square to be equals to 25 minus x square. So square of any real number, keep in mind we are taking the y square value over here. So square of any real number we might well known square of any real number or the any real value is never negative. That means that implies the value of f of x is a real for 25 minus x square should be greater equal 0. So as per that we have now the inequation of the form 25 minus of x square that should be greater equal 0. So we are now trying to solving the inequalities or the inequation. So after all shifting that x square it might be the positive. So 0 plus x square becomes a positive x square we are having. So that implies now after taking out the square root plus minus 5 should be greater equal than that of x. We might be write it as a x should be less equal plus minus 5. So that implies actually mod of x should be less equal 5. That means x should be less equal 5 or we might be says minus of x should be less equal 5. So that implies x is less equal 5 or the x should be now greater equal minus of 5. So we have now there are the two conditions on the variable x. So x is less equal 5 and we are having the other condition on x that x should be greater equal than that of minus of 5. So if we will combine now the both inequations we might get x should be greater equal minus of 5 and less equal 5. So the domain or we might write the domain values, that means the value of x in terms of the interval now. So it belongs to the closed interval minus 5 comma 5. So now for the given function we have the domain of the function f is of the form the closed interval minus 5 comma 5. Now we are trying to find out the range for the same function. So for a range, so now we have the condition on x or the domain is of the form x should be greater equal minus 5 less equal 5. So now we are trying to converting that 5x in terms of the given function as a 25 minus of x square. So we should get here after all squaring on both sides, so that x square value of the given inequation that x square value should be greater equal 0 and less equal 5. That means supposed to be we are considering the square of minus of 4 as the minus of 4 lies in the closed interval minus 5 comma 5, then it should implies the positive 16. So it is now greater than that of 0 and simultaneously we have 5 square as a 25 actually less than that of the 25. Now we are thinking over it. We will require that as per the given function, we will require that the minus of x square. So after all multiplying throughout by minus of 1 of the given inequation, so 0 into minus 1 becomes a 0. Now the sign convention of that inequalities must be changes from less equal to greater equal. So 0 is greater equal than that of minus of x square, and that should be now greater equal than that of 25. Into minus of 1 we have as an minus of 25. So now we will require that the 25 minus x square be the given function. So let us add up the 25 in all directions of the given inequalities. We get 0 plus 25 as a 25 now. That should be greater equal than that of 25 minus of x square. That should be greater equal than that of 25 minus of 25. So that should implies 25 is greater equal than that of 25 minus of x square, and that should be greater than equal than that of 0. So we might write now the given inequation is of the form 0 is less equal 25 minus of x square, and that should be less equal than that of 25. So as per the given function now, the 25 minus x square is within the square root. So after all taking now the square root, we get 0 is square root of 0 as a 0. So 0 is less equal than that of root of 25 minus x square is less equal than that of a 5. So ultimately now root of 25 minus x square becomes our f of x. So we have now f of x should be greater equal than that of 0 and simultaneously less equal than that of 5. We might be right in terms of the interval f of x belongs to the closed interval 0, 5. Or you might be mentioned in terms of the y, if y be the any element that belongs to your range. So 0 is less equal y than that of less equal 5. That means ultimately we have to replace now y by f of x or f of x by y. So that implies y to be belongs to the closed interval 0, 5. So it is the range of the given function. So you might write it is in terms of range of the range of the given function f to be equals to the closed interval 0, 5. Now look at the next example. We are finding now the domain of the given function and the range of the given function. So under consideration now we have f of x to be equals to root of x cube minus of 27. Again, if we will assume that y equals to the f of x to be equals to the given function as a x cube minus of 27. So after all squaring on both sides, we might get y square to be equals to the root of x cube minus of 27. Again, we are well known about the square of any real value is always a positive. Here we can't get that the square root. Keep in mind, after all squaring on both sides, square root and square getting cancelled. So it is always a positive. The square of any real value is always a positive number, we might be says. So that implies f of x having a real value for x cube minus of 27, that should be either greater equal 0. So now that implies x cube to be, after all shifting that minus of 27 from LHS to RHS direction of inequation, we get x cube is greater equal than that of 27. So that implies now x cube should be greater equal. The 27 is the perfect cube for the 3. So after all taking cube root on both sides of the given inequality, we get x should be greater equal than that of 3. That means now how to write the domain or the condition on x belongs to the interval. Yes, so x belongs to the interval. Now 3 is included in that interval. So we are having semi-closed interval 3, infinity. So the domain of the given function f is equals to, we are having semi-closed interval 3 comma infinity. So this is the domain. Now how could we evaluate that the range of the given function? So again same thing, we can find, already we mentioned here, we can find that, or the square of any real value is always a positive. That means now we can write directly the range of the given function becomes f of x, that should be always a greater equal 0. We might write in terms of the interval, f of x should be the, again semi-closed interval 0 comma infinity. So range of the given function becomes, we have the semi-closed interval 0 comma infinity. Now we will think over the next problem, how to find that domain and range of the given function. So for that we have next function f of x is of the form, supposed to be x plus 4 divided by x minus 3. So you may have compared it with a rational function. So for the rational function we have the condition, whenever the function is of the form f of x divided by g of x, and provided one more condition we are having, g of x never be 0. Once the g of x is 0, the value of the given division becomes undefined. So for that if we would like to consider, so here it is clear that actually the value of f of x is defined for all real values of x except those values, except for the values where x plus, we have the x minus 3 here, x minus 3 becomes a 0. That is, it is the linear equation in one variable. Try to simplify and find the value of the variable x. So we might have at a point x is equals to 3. So you might consider this x is equals to 3 be the critical point where the value of the given function becomes a undefined. So that is, when x is equals to the 3, the value of the function is undefined. Value of the given function is undefined, as the division result will be undeterminate. That means x is equals to 3 be the critical point where the value of the function is undefined or should not be exist. So we are having now the domain of the given function belongs to the sets of all real number except 3. That means we can write it as a R minus a singleton set as a 3. Now for finding the range of the given function, so I would like to write here for range. So once we have here y equals to the x plus 4 divided by x minus of 3. So for that, here we have given y in terms of the x. So let us we have any element that belongs to the domain except 3. So let us, I would like to consider here a 4. So now we are finding the range means 4 is related to which element from your codomain. That means now we have to express here for finding the range x in terms of the variable y. So that implies, after all, shifting the denominator from RHS to LHS, it becomes a multiplier to whole LHS and gives us y into x minus 3 becomes ax minus 4. So after all, distributing now this y over the bracket, we might have here x into y minus of 3y, that is equals to x plus 4. Now we have to express variable x in terms of the y. So for that, we will collect all variables of x towards the LHS while remaining all constant and the variables of y towards the RHS. After all, taking now x from LHS common, we remain with the y minus 1 in case of bracket here and 3 plus 4. So for finding now the value of variable x in terms of the y, try to shift now that y minus 1 from LHS to RHS, it becomes a 3y plus 4 divided by y minus 1. Now on considering the value of x exists for all real values of y except those values gives us the denominator as a 0 for the given function. So it is clear that now when y minus 1 becomes a 0, x will be undefined, as the division result will be indeterminate. The division result will be indeterminate. That means the value of x should exist for all real numbers except at a y minus 1 equals to the 0. So that implies y minus 1 equals to the 0 means we have now y equals to the 1. So y equals to 1 be the critical point for finding the value of variable x here. So hence y, or you might be says the f of x here given function, cannot take the value 1 from the sets of a real number. Thus the range of the given function is r minus here, that means sets of all real number minus of singleton 1 we have. That means sets of all real numbers excluding 1. Now we will consider the next question again for finding the domain and range of the given function. So we have the next question is of the form. Let us consider now the f of x be the 1 upon x plus 3. Again for that, the value of y should be, or the given function f of x should be exist at every point or for all real numbers except at a point x plus 3 equals to the 0, means x is equals to the minus 3. So it is clear that f of x, or you might have the y be the given function, is defined for all real values of x except for the x plus 3 equals to 0, that is for x to be equals to the minus 3. That is when x is equals to the minus 3, f of x will be the undefined. Why it becomes undefined at that point x is equals to the minus 3? Because after all, replacing x by minus of 3, we get that denominator as a 0, and once denominator of any rational is 0, it should be indeterminate. So as the division, result will be indeterminate. Now the domain of the given function f of x is of the form, we are writing the domain now of the given function f be the sets of all real number except a singleton minus 3 here. Now for finding the range of the given function, so I would like to write here for range of the given function, for a range, suppose we have given the function y to be equals to 1 upon x plus 3. So keep in mind now again the same thing, we have here domain becomes a sets of all real numbers excluding the minus of 3. For the function y to be equals to 1 upon x plus 3, so here we have given y in terms of the variable x is in the given function. So suppose I would like to consider the any element from the domain that should satisfy the condition sets of all real numbers excluding the minus of 3. So I would like to consider here 1 which belongs to your domain. Now we have to find that the 1 is related to which element from your codomain. So for that we have to express now x in terms of the variable y. So after all shifting your denominator, it becomes a multiplier to that of LHS. So we are having now y into x plus 3 becomes a 1. So after all distributing this y over the bracket, we get xy plus 3y, that is equals to the 1. Now we are expressing x in terms of the y. So keep that x variable towards LHS while shift that all other terms from LHS to RHS. Thus we are having now x value becomes a 1 minus 3y divided by y over there. So now thus it is clear that the value of x should exist for all real values of y excluding the 0, because once the denominator is 0 then the value of x should be the undefined. So now it is clear that we are going to follow the same statement. Keep in mind, it is clear that when y equals to the 0, x will be undefined. Why it becomes undefined? So let's try to replace now y by the 0. We get 1 minus 0 as a 1 and y value becomes a 0. So anything divided by 0 must be the infinity or the non-defined. So it is clear that when y equals to the 0, x will be undefined as the division result will be indeterminate. Hence, y or u might be says the f of x cannot take the value 0. So that implies now the range of the given function f is of the form sets of all real numbers excluding the singleton 0. Now we are going to discuss about the next function. Suppose next function is of the form f of x to be equals to so I6 minus of 5 divided by x plus 2. So look at once carefully. Here value of f of x should exist for sets of all real values of x, but not at a point x plus 2 to be equals to the 0. You might be compare this with your rational numbers also, rational functions also. So it is clear that f of x is real, f of x has real values of all x's except for the case when x plus 2 to be equals to the 0. So that implies x to be equals to the minus 2. So when x to be equals to the minus 2, f of x will be undefined due to the denominator result will be the indeterminate. So the domain of the given function is of the form sets of all real numbers excluding the singleton minus. Now for finding the range, again same thing, you have to express y in terms of, x in terms of the y, because already we have the given function y to be equals to the twice x minus 5 divided by x plus 2. So we have here y in terms of the variable x. So x belongs to your domain. So x should take all real values except the minus of 2. So I would like to take here the value of x becomes a 1 from your domain. So now we have to evaluate the range. That means 1 is related to which element from your codomain. So for that, you have to express now x in terms of y. To try to shift now the denominator again, we are having y times x plus 2 to be equals to y 6 minus. So after all distributing the y over bracket, we get xy plus 2y that is equals to the twice x minus 5. So let us collect that all variables x towards the LHS. We might have xy minus of twice x to be equals to xy minus of twice x to be equals to the minus of 2y minus of 5 here. Now for finding or expressing the value of x in terms of y, let us try to take that x common from your LHS. We might have it is of the form like this. So the value of x would be here minus of 2y minus of 5 divided by y minus. Again, the value of x should exist for every real value of y except for y minus 2 to be equals to the 0. Because once y minus 2 to be equals to the 0 means the y value becomes a 2, the value of x should be the undefined or the infinity or the not defined. So it is clear that when y minus equals to the 0, the value of x is undefined as the denominator results indeterminate. That means y should be equals to the 2. So y equals to 2 be the critical point for finding the value of x. So hence, for a given function y or f of x cannot take the value 2. So the range of the given function f is equals to sets of all real numbers excluding the singleton 2. Now look at the next problem we are having. It is of the form finding the domain of the given function. The question is of the form or given function is of the form f of x to be equals to the twice x minus of 1 divided by x square minus of 4. Again same thing, f of x defined for sets of all real numbers of x's except for the case whenever denominator becomes 0, because once a denominator is 0, value of the given function is undefined. So it is clear that f of x has a, or f of x defined for all real values of x all real values of x except those values which gives us the denominator as a 0. So except for the case or for the value x square minus of 4 to be equals to the 0. That is, once x square minus of 4 to be equals to the 0, that means x square to be equals to the 4. So that implies the x value after all taking square root on both sides, it is either a plus 2 or the minus 2. Hence, when x to be equals to the 2 or the x to be equals to the minus 2, the value of f of x will be undefined as the denominator becomes a indeterminate. Therefore, the domain of the given function f is equals to sets of all real number excluding minus of 2 and 2. Now look at the next question we are having. It is of the form, again finding the domain of the function. Now supposed to be our denominator is belongs to the quadratic equation or the quadratic function. Supposed to be we are having now the f of x is of the form x square plus 5 divided by x square minus of 8x plus 50. Again same thing, f of x is defined for all real values of x except those values of x's after replacing from the denominator it gives us the 0. So first of all we are trying to find out the values of x's that should gives us the denominator is 0, because once a denominator is 0, the value of the given function is defined. So for that it is clear that f of x is defined for all real values of x, except those values which gives us the denominator as a 0. For the case the denominator will be the 0, x square minus of 8x plus 15 equals to 0. So now which values of x's that gives us the quadratic equation becomes a 0, or the value of the quadratic equation becomes a 0. For that we are trying to find out the roots of the given quadratic equation. So when x square minus of 8x plus 15 equals to the 0, so as per the method of factorization we have to factorize that minus of 8x into the two factors such that on adding them it gives us the minus of 8x, while on multiplying them it gives us the 15 times x. Which are the required factors over here? So we might have the minus of 5x and minus of 3x. So minus of 5x minus of 3x becomes a minus of 8x after all adding, and after all multiplying 5 3s are we have a 15, x into x becomes x. That implies now x square minus of 5x minus of 3x, we have to split that the minus of 8x in terms of minus of 5x and minus 3x plus 15, that is equals to 0. Now make a pair from left hand direction to the right hand direction. We have the first pair as x square minus of 5x, while the next pair as a minus of 3x plus 15. So from the first pair we can easily take it out the x common, so we have the remainder x minus 5, while from the second pair we can easily take it outside minus of 3, so we have the remainder as a x minus 5, that becomes 0. Now we can easily take it outside x minus 5, so we remained with the x minus 3, now that is equals to 0. So that implies either x minus 5 equals to the 0, or we might be says that the x 3 equals to. So the possible values of x's, that is x is equals to the 5 or x is equals to. So that means x is equals to 5 and x is equals to 3 are the roots of the given quadratic equation x square minus of 8x plus. That means after all replacing x by 5 or the x by minus of 3 from your LHS, definitely it gives us the 0. That means denominator must be the 0 at a point x is equal to 5 and x is equal. Thus, when x is equals to 5 or x is equals to 3, the value of the given function f of x will be undefined. That means once the denominator is 0, the value or the division is indeterminate. Keep in mind. So the domain of the given function now f is of the form sets of all possible real numbers. Keep in mind, f of x is defined for all values of x's or all real values of x's. So the domain of f becomes sets of all real numbers, excluding those gives us the denominator as a 0. So 5 and 3 were there. So this is the domain of the given function. Now look at the next problem. We are finding the domain of the function. Suppose we have the function now is of the form the radical function price x minus of 5, or the square root function you might be says as a root of price x minus, let it be we have a 9. Now once we have the given function f of x to be equals to or the y to be equals to f of x to be equals to the root of price x minus 9. So after all squaring on both sides we might get y square to be equals to the price x minus 9. So it is clear that the square of any real number never be negative, never be negative. That implies now price x minus of 9 should be either a greater or equal to the 0. So that implies, let us try to simplify this inequation. Shift that minus of 9 from LHS direction to the RHS direction of inequation. We might get price x to be greater equal 0 plus 9 becomes 9. So ultimately on shifting the 3 we might have the x to be greater equal 9 by 3, means x to be greater equal limit of 3. So if you wanted to define the domain in case of the interval, we might have the semi-closed interval 3 comma infinity, because 3 is included in that the interval. So the domain of the given function f is equals to the semi-closed interval 3 comma infinity.